Diddy's at it again, and this time we've got a clear view. Everyone knows the abuse Usher went through when Diddy mentored him, but not enough people talk about the hell 15-year-old Justin Bieber had to endure as well. Well, in this video, Justin reveals exactly how Diddy molested him. But when did it all begin?
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
In the video, Diddy had Justin for 48 hours, and he said that they both were having the time of their lives but couldn't disclose what they were doing. This sounds way too suspicious. Why mention you both having a good time but conceal the details of the good time? From a newly released clip, we can't help but feel like Diddy might have done some wrong things to poor young Justin. Well, let's go to the very beginning. It all began 14 years ago when Diddy took the then 15-year-old Justin Bieber under his wing for 48 hours.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come in LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come in LA, it's a little dusty, but you know.
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15, you could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
Alright, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah.
Justin was a teenager then and a rising superstar. Now, Diddy's history with young boys is not something to sweep under the carpet. Usher is a living testimony to that history. He had once mentioned in a video that the lifestyle with Diddy was a pretty wild one. During the 48 hours, Diddy showed Justin a Ferrari and promised him the opportunity to drive it once he turned 16, even though Justin was only 15 at the time. He didn't just stop at giving Justin the Ferrari. Guess what he did next? He offered Justin the mansion and told him he could have it when he turned 18. While we tread carefully and acknowledge that there's no concrete evidence to support the alarming allegations against Diddy, they certainly spark curiosity and raise several questions. What were the true intentions behind Diddy's extravagant gifts to these young stars like Justin Bieber?
Some things from up here on my left side, and then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo.
Some are speculating that these gifts and attention may have been intended to involve Justin in activities that were highly unsuitable for his age. There is a possibility that Diddy might have repeated history with Justin. Diddy is not to be trusted with young boys due to past allegations against him from the FBI. Let's pause here and take a moment to reflect on what this means in the broader context of the entertainment industry. This isn't just a story about celebrities. It's a lesson about the importance of protection and guidance for all young talents. These young stars are often thrust into the spotlight without the necessary safeguards and support, making them potentially vulnerable.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape.
Now, imagine being promised a Ferrari at 16 and a mansion at 18. Sounds like a wild dream for a kid, doesn't it? Well, that's precisely what Diddy reportedly offered to a young Justin Bieber. So what could have been Diddy's motive for showering Justin with these extravagant gifts? Of course, Justin was a superstar kid, a sensation sweeping the nation. But considering Diddy's past, we can't help but ponder if these offers were meant to lure Justin into activities unsuitable for someone his age. Now, don't get us wrong. There's nothing inherently wrong with giving gifts like these. But this scenario does emphasize the potential need for some parental guidance or oversight. Could such guidance have been instrumental here? It's a question worth considering. Who really knows what was going on behind the scenes? What we do know is that Justin was thrilled by the offer. And who wouldn't be? It's an offer most would find hard to resist. A mansion at 18 and a Ferrari at 16. It seemed as though there was something Diddy wanted to do, but he couldn't let the audience in on it. For young Usher, he was exposed to illicit activities carried out by other celebrities under Diddy's watch. And not just that, he and Diddy even shared a bed.
And the male accuser, although he has not identified himself, has alleged the circumstances surrounding what he says is exposure to genital herpes by Usher.
That is so messed up. The most telling sign that Justin may have been negatively influenced during his early years comes from his own heartfelt confession. In his gripping docuseries, the superstar opened up about the struggles that plagued him at the start of his career, including battles with addiction and breaking the law. Justin candidly shared that he had been using drugs during his early years in the spotlight, a habit he found hard to break away from. Unfortunately, it was a path that didn't lead to good outcomes for him. According to Justin, his desire was to have a sustainable, hardened career. He expressed his fear of falling apart and acknowledged the need to address some deep-rooted issues in his life. It was a raw and vulnerable admission, giving fans a glimpse into the challenges behind the fame. But here's where the story takes a hopeful turn. Thanks to the unwavering support of his wife Haley and other close people in his life, Justin found the strength to battle the negative influences from his teenage years and embark on a journey toward recovery. Aside the FBI allegations against Diddy, some other celebrities have spoken up against him. Christopher Williams found himself entangled in a troubling situation, becoming one of the alleged victims. Were it not for a diligent attorney bringing this to light, many of us might have remained in the dark. Jaguar Wright, known for her candid revelations about industry insiders, has made some bold claims in the past. While it might have been easy for us to dismiss her accusations regarding Diddy, it's hard to ignore the story about the lawyer reaching out to Chris and the alleged threats made by Diddy towards her. It begs the question, what truly transpired behind closed doors? A telling incident involves rapper 50 Cent, who once hinted at a peculiar interaction with Diddy. Recounting the story during an interview at the Breakfast Club, 50 Cent said, "He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he wanted to take me shopping. I looked at him, confused like, what did you just say? I had to move away before I reacted impulsively. It might have seemed like a nice gesture to some, but it felt off to me, so I had to get out of there."
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of it. No, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
While these individual instances may seem unrelated or inconsequential, they could provide a pathway to a deeper truth behind the allegations. Let's take a moment to consider Usher's life and his relationship with Diddy. Some argue that Diddy was a negative influence on Usher, pointing to the fact that Usher was found guilty of transmitting herpes to another individual. The male accuser, though unidentified, has spoken about his exposure to the virus through Usher. This particular case has led to further speculation about Usher's sexual orientation, and some even suggest parallels to his mentor. However, it's essential to approach these allegations with caution and skepticism. Could Usher's lifestyle choices have been different if not for the influences during his impressionable teenage years? Perhaps. It's a complex question, and making definitive statements or judgments without concrete evidence would be unwise. These similarities between Justin and Usher led many to cast a suspicious eye on Diddy, who mentored both stars during their formative years. Could he be the one to blame for these apparent missteps? Maybe we're wrong, but the connection is hard to ignore. Usher and Justin represent two paths stemming from Diddy's influence. While Justin managed to redirect his life positively, Usher faced public embarrassment following a personal scandal that went viral. The pattern we see with Usher seems to echo in Justin Bieber's life as well. Justin's early days were marked by a tumultuous lifestyle, characterized by drug use and entanglements with different women. Thankfully, he embarked on a journey of self-improvement, working diligently to become a better person. Let's not only consider the sensational claims, but also recognize the vital need for proper parental guidance, mentorship, and protective measures for young celebrities. It's an essential conversation, especially in an age where fame can come quickly, and the risks are very real. These stories compel us to question the role and responsibility of mentors in young celebrities' lives. The debate continues. Share your thoughts in the comments below